Since I was 18, I've had many heartwarming, heady experiences dancing to the warm and discerning rasikas of this city. In fact, you could say that the city has seen me grow as an artist, but I have not come back to dance for some years. I don't mind sharing that around 6 years ago, I rather unwillingly joined what I like to think of as the C Club. And well, it's all behind me now. So you can imagine what a joy it is for me to be back here. It's been a miracle that I'm dancing again. And I'm so glad to come back to Mumbai to dance in this intimate and very welcoming space. I'd like to thank Devi Nadat, who is not just a good friend, but someone with whom I share many aesthetic and artistic values and principles. Pepi and First Edition Arts, and G5A, Mrs. Anuradha Parekh, for creating an ambience which draws the best, I think, from artists. To have this sadas and a close gathering like this, there's nothing like it for our dance, particularly for Abhinaya. And so I'm particularly glad to be here today to dance. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Before I explain the dance that I will be presenting, I would like once again to introduce the members of the orchestra this evening. I have often said that my ideal of dance is one where, ideally speaking, you should be able to see the music and hear the dance. And how is that possible without an orchestra like this? In fact, Vasudha Ravi, who is the vocalist, is here specially. She doesn't normally sing for dance. She's a concert vocalist, a very respected one in South India, and so I'm so glad she's here to support me. Nattuvangam, one of my students in Nattuvangam who has now done so well, I'm very proud of him, C.K. Vasudevan. Past master for playing for dance in Mridangam. He's the most popular Mridangist, I think, in Tamil Nadu, Shaktivel Muruganandam, who's played for me since he was 21. So that goes back to another era. And last but not least, my dear K.P. Nandini. I'm happy to say she too is a concert vocalist and violinist from the concert circuit. And I was the first dancer I think she played for in, I remember it's the NCPA, See the Music, Hear the Dance, a program of just padams and javalis. And that was her first appearance. And of course, where would we dancers be without Murugan, who is surely the most sought-after lighting designer in Tamil Nadu once again. So thank you all. And let me just explain the first dance that I will be, not the first, the second dance that I'll be presenting today. It's on a very different note. Padams and javalis can be described loosely as sung poems because the poets were actually the singers and the composers. And in fact, I always like to think that because they were themselves the composers, the music speaks as evocatively, sometimes more evocatively than the text. Also, for me, the charm and beauty of these songs lies in the fact that there's so many spaces before and between the lines for the dancer and the musicians to explore, to improvise, and to evoke character. In this fiery Javali of the composition of the Tanjo Quartet, a woman berates her philandering lover. We have so many of these songs, but I'd like to think this is one with a difference. And it's the music, the strong, sometimes even strident strains of the Saveri Ragam here that express the fact that she's no tearfully remonstrating heroine. In fact, I think that she is something of a virago. And she rejects all attempts at reconciliation in no uncertain terms. Hurt, bitter, scathingly sarcastic about the other woman, about his infatuation with the other woman. In a rage at his betrayal, she declares, "Don't you touch me now, great, handsome hero that you are. Don't I know how, despite my categorically telling you not to, you went sneaking off to that other woman, adopting all kinds of lies and ruses, even telling me that you were going to the temple to worship in all your finery, or that you were going out to pluck flowers for my hair. What happened to all your hypocritical lies, your promises of undying love, and the reams of adoring letters that you wrote me? What happened? Hanging on to the pallu of that seductress, you spend all your time lost in amorous dalliance with those hands that made promises to her, with those arms that embraced her. Don't you dare touch me. Muttavaddura Mohananga Nannipudu. Javali in Telugu. The explanation that I gave you is when I choreograph, I feel I embroider a poem around a poem. So the explanation is my poetic elaboration of the outline of the song.
Javali